Left of the box. I imagine most of the people at TYT, especially the ones with their own shows, are fairly secure. To all of you at TYT, in front and behind the camera, if Benny suddenly loses her job, what are you prepared to do? I've seen almost all of you praise workers for supporting colleagues under attack. What are you willing to do to show your solidarity for the trans community? Are the values you share on screen for clicks or something you live by? So what is it? I have a suggestion on an action that you can take that has actually led to positive outcomes. But I get it, you don't know me, so don't take my word for it. Take the word of someone in the network you all know. In fact, this was also about supporting trans rights, Dave Chappelle's transphobic jokes, and Netflix.
I think the workers have the right to protest as they did today, right? And I want to be clear about something. During this walkout, this rally, they didn't try to take it off the platform. And I think that's the right move. But they do have the right to express how they feel about it, okay? But I also do not agree with taking it off the platform. Now, during the virtual walkout, the participating staffers will not do any work for Netflix and instead engage in content that does support the trans community and donate to charities. And by the way, the CEO for Netflix, or the co-CEO, earlier said that he would not take the special off the platform. He got a lot of backlash for that. And now, after the rally happened, Ted Sarandos, my bad. Ted Sarandos, he's the co-CEO of Netflix, wrote to staff in a leaked internal memo last week that content on screen doesn't directly translate to real world harm. That was what he previously said, but he responded today with a much softer tone. Hold on, let me just give you the statement from today. This is the last graphic. He says, "Hi, for coverage of today's Netflix employee walkout, here's a statement attributable to Netflix spokesperson. We value our trans colleagues and allies and understand the deep hurt that's been caused. We respect the decision of any employee who chooses to walk out and recognize we have much more work to do within Netflix and in our content." And I think that there was a change in the response to the workers and their concerns because they staged a walkout.
Yeah.
Right? It shows you how much power workers actually have if they're, willing to put something on the line and strike or walk out. And so I think that's the main reason why they got the reaction they did today.
Now, some of you may be saying, but Sandy, it's easy for you to say when you don't work here anymore. Do you even know what you would do in this situation? I know what I would do because I did it. A year ago, when I had only been working on Rebel HQ for a month, I called out Cenk and Anna on this very issue. Do you think I wasn't aware of the risk attached to that? Damn straight I'd be making noise about this both on and off camera. So what if I lose my job over it? Hell, I'm making these videos knowing full well I'm probably blowing any chance I have of ever getting back on that network. Here's the thing. I've lived with poverty most of my life. I know how to cope with it. The threat of being put back in that place has no power over me. I'm not going to sell out my principles for a paycheck. A simple thing a lot of us can do is encourage Cenk and Anna to evolve on their harmful positions. TYT is the home of progressives, right? That's the claim anyway. Why give your support to them if they're not giving their support to you? They have the most influence and have literally started movements that have made a positive impact. What they do matters, so it's important they're on the left side of the issues. Start by seeing Cenk and Anna for what they're doing and not what you want them to be. Be honest with yourself. Are they helping or hindering with an issue? If it's the latter, what can we do to change that? I want them to be amazing allies. I believe in my heart of hearts they also want to be allies. They're not. I'm more than willing to have a sincere, heartfelt conversation with anyone at TYT, on or off camera, to talk this out. I'll drop my aggressive tone and approach it with the best of faith. My bluntness, though, not much I can do about that. But until they're willing to listen and grow, There is something I agree with Jank on.
The Young Turfs is not a good show. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.